know, one of the things that I think we need to break ourselves from is this concept of not being ready. Often in life, we're moving through, whether it's your Pokemon business, selling your first card, grading your first card, starting a collection, going to play a TCG game, or something outside of the space, starting a business, reaching out to an old friend. We always think we're not ready. We're waiting for some optimistic future that may never occur for us to actually get started. It's funny, I was talking to somebody last night and we were talking about business and sharing stories, and he was starting up a new business of his own, and I said, just it's sometimes good enough just to get started. Things don't have to be perfect. And what is it? The phrase is something along the lines of, excellence comes with getting started. Do the work in the beginning, and the excellence, the top performing, the optimizations, those will come as you go through. But if you wait for the stars to align and the planets to be in perfect coordination, you're not ever going to get there. And we have this idea of perfection and this idea of, well, I want it to be this way before I do anything, because if it's not, then it's not going to be perfect. And the reality is nobody cares. That's the reality. Is as you move through things, people are going to forget what that first video was that you're maybe posting for YouTube, that first order you sent out that maybe wasn't packaged as well as it is a year later, that first customer response that maybe wasn't what it should be, and now you've learned how to better manage customer service. It doesn't matter. Just get started. Do the work. This is going to be a reoccurring theme, at least for a little while. It's something that's a deep part of my life. As I mentioned, it's part of what I talk about with the kids, the family, my wife, the job, you name it. Do the work, right? And so remove these metaphorical and perhaps something that will never occur futures from your mind. There's a study where psychologists look at 85% of the things that people fear in life never actually happen. So if 85% of the things you fear never occur, how much time are you wasting? How much energy and effort is being lost when you could have been getting things done? You could have made progress. You could have already been 6 months in, a year in, 5 years in. So I beg of all of you that has a dream, that has a future, that has a calling, jump into that. Whether it's in Pokemon, whether it's in another space, whether it's in your family, in your health, in your fitness. Jump in and just get started. Because the things you're probably afraid of may not ever happen. According to that study, 85% probably will never occur. But even if they do, that 15% that does occur, it only makes you better. Just don't stop. Just keep going. So ladies and gentlemen, jump in. Don't worry about the fears. They're going to come regardless. Don't worry about the mistakes, I should say. They will come as well. Murphy's Law is always there, but so is the success if you don't stop and you always move forward. I hope this message helps somebody out there jump past that fear, overcome that potential future that will never occur, and get started. Much love. If you like our content, check out our podcast series here. If you also like Pokemon investment space, check out our series here. We're going to be diving back into that pretty soon. Otherwise, if you're looking for Pokemon cards, check them out in the description below, PokemonWonder.com. Use that promo code PokemonLove to save 10% off of your order of any size, any dollar amount, to any country. We thank you all. We wish you a beautiful day. We look forward to seeing you on the next one.